It's like you said, somebody came to your house
Yep.
and they celebrating you. They giving you dap. They're paying homage. Okay, which is great. But if they came into your house and now they're taking your story and they're telling it to the world like it's theirs, like Jay-Z did with The Haven, uh,
Hmm.
that type of situation, it can go, it's a very thin line right there. It's a tricky line. But see, we know Jay-Z got lyrics. So Jay-Z wasn't taking a style. He talked about somebody's life that he was around. He was a part of it, but he was like a Nas, kinda.
He was
But
narrating.
he was narrating.
Right.
But Drake, what is Drake narrating? That would be
Christianity.
my question. Yeah,
You know,
please.
caught me between the rock and a hard place here. You set me up well.
Yeah,
You set me
speak
up
your
well.
truth, Tristan.
You set me
Yeah,
up well.
please speak. Like we gotta. I'm trying to
give
get
it-
Drake out of the outside, and he can come in this room. There's a big room, and then there's an inner room. Like he's outside right now. Bouncer is outside. Like I don't know if you hip hop fam. I don't know if I can let you in. Like
Hmm.
that's what Drake is right now.
I think it depends on whose room it is, though, because I think
I'm
in
talking
our
about the
generation,
room of purists.
he's in.
Like
He's in.
he's in the room of purists. He's in the room with Nas and Jay-Z in them. He's in there. He's in there. You sure?
Okay, maybe
That's a
not.
hard room
He's
to
in
get
the
in.
room. Yeah, he
I
not in
don't.
the
Yeah,
room.
he's
of
not. He's not
purists.
in that room.
He's not in the
He's
room.
not
of
in that room,
purists,
but he's inside.
for sure.
He's
But
inside.
I,
Okay,
He's
so
inside.
all right.
he is
Okay,
inside
so
for sure. It is.
so he's
it is a
opening.
thin,
He's an opening act.
yeah, it's a
No,
thin line.
He's not the
he's
opening
not the
act.
opening act.
He can't. Why not? I mean, he sings. He
Because
gets
who's
the
going
crowd
on
hype.
before him? Okay, so hold on. Let me clarify a couple things. I am a Drake fan,
Mhm.
first of all. Stan, been a fan since 2009.
Don't
But
hold
Okay,
it
good.
against me. Don't hold it against me.
yeah, I found him on
Good.
my own. I found him on
No,
my
good.
own, and
No,
that's fine
that's good.
because you need to
Hmm.
know Jay Z, and you need to know Nas, and you need to know all these other great people, and then you can make the decision and talk about Drake and still love Drake, like myself. The Rolling Stone
Hmm.
interview, for example, the one you're talking about,
Hmm.
he
Yeah.
was talking about The Weeknd because he does not sing, right? The Weeknd
Hmm.
did write on Take Care for those singing song ballads. Same thing with Party Next Door, which is also his artist Majid Jordan. They typically
Hmm.
do write those because he did not, it's like Tristan said, he got better with writing melodies and singing them, but he did not know how to write them. So they were writing for him because he didn't know how
Hmm.
to sing, how to write a melody to be able to sing it and rap it like how he has learned how to do for the rest of his career. So
Hmm.
that's that part when people like to bring up that he had people writing for him. He is like a narrator because he does talk about the people who were around him. Yes, he was on TV, but his friends were not on TV. And they were
Hmm.
doing things to make sure that they had money and providing for their families that he talks about in different instances on certain songs and on certain albums about some of the things like scamming and selling drugs. Like he does talk about it from a perspective where his friends kind of protected him, put money into him so he could be who he is. What's so funny?
You can't.
Wait,
You
I
can't.
do
You
no,
want
can't
no, no,
narrate.
no.
You can't narrate
I
extortion. Okay.
no,
That's not extortion. Those are his
I
best
do wanna.
friends from life. That's not an extortion. You're talking about Jay Prince. Jay Prince came way
No,
later.
you can't
No,
narrate extortion,
no, hold on,
son.
no, no, let her
What we
finish
doing?
because I understand which the road that she going
I
down. Let
know
me
we.
hear the rest of it. Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear the rest of it. That's why I'm
So
listening.
the extortion part, if you're talking about Jay Prince, they came later. They
I
came
ain't
after
called
he
no
was already
names. I
hurt.
didn't say no names. I just said you can't.
Well,
He's
that's
not
the only part I
narrating. But
agree.
go ahead. We gonna let you finish. Go ahead. Finish,
He
finish.
is narrating because there's
Hey.
certain people. If you're inside and you listen to Drake all the time, and for all my people who listen to Drake all the time, you know the friends that he constantly talks about in the music who've been around from day one. So there's a certain group of people, certain group of friends, and he talks about those experiences with those people. Now, did people find him like Jay Prince Jr. Or Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince, find him on MySpace, and then was like, I think, and all this stuff happens with Wayne. Yes, that all happens later, and then his entourage grows even more. But I'm
Hmm.
referring to the people he considers his day ones and talking about those stories where he was like, literally, Tristan can back me up. What's the song? Uh, Star 67, where he talks about scamming and he was asking them to put him on
Yeah,
about selling the
yeah.
drugs, and they were like, they didn't want to let him
Nah,
in.
right, because he
Huh?
had a different
Yeah,
path.
he had a different path, and they were trying to tell him like, no, you're not coming with us. Like, we'll flip this money and put it into you, because we're not gonna allow
Right.
you to do that. So he does talk about that instance. I think it's
So
the
now this nigga,
perception of Drake and how
so
he
now this
looks.
nigga, so now this nigga got a power and go give RZA the money and make it happen. That's what we he talking like that.
But
Yeah.
the thing is that Drake this Drake
Yeah.
described that early in his career, but people don't
Oh
listen to
shit.
him because you can't get past the singing. So if you can't get past the singing and you're not gonna listen to the entire project, then yeah, no, you don't know that he talked about that, which was now like 10 years ago. The song I'm talking about is 10 years old. But
Yeah.
nobody wants to hear that song because you
Okay.
was too busy stuck off of the first song because he was singing the hook bad. Okay, well, you missed out on his whole story. Like most of the people who critique Drake, you don't want to really
Okay.
listen, so then you don't
Okay.
know what you're
All right.
talking about.
So is
Okay.
so
No.
you're
Okay. Hold
saying
on. Let,
so you're
yeah.
saying you're saying he's not a visitor to the culture. He is
No,
the
because he's
culture.
also black. We're not gonna compare him to white people.
Oh.
That's funny that he's mixed. He's a black
No.
man.
No. 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 I'm
Like
laughing. I'm laughing.
I'm so confused.
Wait. Hold on. No, we not laughing because he's mixed. Like no. I I appreciate your passion, and it's the truth. I feel you. I really do. So I was when I was saying whether he was a visitor is because I was looking at him more as a pop artist
Mm.
than
Hmm.
hip hop. So and there's nothing wrong
Hmm.
with that. Like, MC Hammer was a pop artist that's hip hop. You know, I mean, I'm not comparing him to Hammer. I'm just saying that there's levels to it. So he does have skills, meaning he has a great team around him. Drake make hits. And I keep telling people that, like, yo, I don't dislike Drake. I understand how he came to be.
Mm.
So when I go, okay, so when I go, is Drake hip hop? I go, well, he got a lot of R&B songs, but it makes me think about Lauryn Hill, right? And because Lauryn Hill came from a rap group, and her album Miseducation sold millions of albums, and she did some singing on there too. She
The
did a
whole
little bit
album
of
was
rapping.
singing. I mean,
Her
she did
whole album
minimal
was
rap.
singing
Yeah,
though.
there was
She
minimal
did
rap
very
on
little
this.
rapping, but we accept her as hip hop because that's where she came from, and she was a part of the culture.
But you gotta keep it a buck. We already knew she could rap though, so we knew
Yeah,
she
that's
could
what I'm
rap.
trying to say.
So
We
she
knew she
already
could
knew
rap because she
you knew
came
she had
from
the
it.
bars already. So it was like okay, when she hit it, when she hit you with the Roberta Flack joint, then it was like oh shit, because like I told them I didn't even know. I didn't know she could sing. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, what the fuck? But the shit was hip hop. So it was like something different, something new. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So again, as far
I
as
didn't mean to compare Drake to a woman and all of that, or I'm just I had to
I
throw that
mean,
out
that's
there.